It's me, Martin.
Come on in.
Welcome, Martin. I couldn't wait to see you here. Sit down. Tell me everything you've found.
I don't even know where to start. So much has happened. You already know what went on in Prague.
Yes, unfortunately I do. I deeply regret Barbora's death.
What happened to her was not an accident. Somebody has been a step ahead of us all this time.
I should have anticipated that. I could have warned her. If only I had known, I would have been more careful.
The murderer is still out there somewhere. You mustn't blame yourself.
Yes, you're probably right. There is no time for sorrow. Tell me what you have discovered. I must know it all.
Right. Well, when I arrived, I knew instantly that I was at the right place. I told my uncle the whole story from my arrival at the mine to the unexpected rendezvous with the colleague deep within the corridors of the German archive. He grew very excited when I started describing the underground shelter. And when I was talking about the secret laboratory, his eyes shimmered and his expression became even more tense. It was obvious that I had found what he had been looking for in vain for so long. When I was finished with my narration, it took him a while to speak again.
We are close to obtaining the answer to perhaps the oldest questions that mankind has ever had. Finally, we have an opportunity to prove to everybody that we are not alone and have never been alone on Earth. What you have seen in that laboratory were remains of a machine that had not been built by the hand of man. An artifact so powerful that it can heal and even make life longer. But that's not the reason I sent you there. My main and only objective is to acquire real evidence of extraterrestrial life. That thing you showed me makes me certain that we are close. It is similar to the one I have, only the shape is different. Have a look.
Yes, they're almost identical.
This one I found many years ago in the Temple of Stone, and I'm positive there's 3 of them in total. Yours, which God knows how the Germans have seized, mine, and the one hidden in the Temple of Dawn. I made this discovery on my last expedition. Unfortunately, I didn't succeed in retrieving the last statue from the temple. Which is your task now. We must not cease to search.
Of course, but where exactly do we resume?
Everything has been arranged already. I had plans this long before I even called you to go to Prague. The destination is Mexico. It's a pity I'm too old for such a journey. You'll have to set out alone.
It won't be easy in all this haste.
This letter here is for my good friend in Mexico, with whom I went through many a great experience in my youth. He owns a junk shop right in the town square of a small village called Tekulut. Finding this spot isn't exactly easy, but you'll manage. Look him up and make use of his help.
I'll try to.
The airline tickets are in the envelope along with the letter. I will put both our keys into my safe for the night. Come pick them up in the morning.
Agreed. At least I'll sleep more calmly.
I'll also give you my map that I acquired in Mexico. It might help you. But let's leave that for tomorrow. Now go.
After I left the mansion, I felt a mixture of sensations within me. An ambition to discover and prove something, but also a fear of the unknown. The letter I'm supposed to give to my uncle's friend in Tecolote. Destination Mexico, first class. On my way back to the hotel, so many thoughts were running through my mind, I hardly paid any attention to the sailing on the waves of night. It didn't take long for the foggy silhouette of the harbor to emerge from the darkness.
Hey, you! Who is it?
Good evening. Hopefully we haven't been too rough on you. I actually despise violence, but my son appears to take great pleasure in it.
Who are you? And what do you want from me?
Certainly you remember my son.
What? That is your son?
Unfortunately, I overestimated his abilities when I sent him into the mine after you. Father! Quiet! You see, I actually respect my adversaries.
Too bad I can't say the same thing.
I understand. But now, listen very carefully. You don't have the faintest idea what you're dealing with.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
I have devoted my whole life to Project Nibiru, and now that I'm so close to finishing it, nobody can stop me. Nobody!
Project Nibiru? What do you know about it anyway?
Everything! It was me who started it, and it's going to be me who gets it through the final phase.
That's gotta be nonsense. What the heck are you talking about? I mean, don't get offended, but at this point, that project is over 70 years old. You see, I've got proof. I found a journal down there, but I've got it right here.
Not anymore. I took my precious notes back.
Hold on, are you trying to tell me that it was you who wrote that journal? I'm not stupid. I can count. You would have to be at least 90, maybe even 100 years old?
Exactly 102. I say math is your strong subject. The project was supposed to serve as a new weapon for the Reich's war machinery. But those fools didn't believe me. That's why I built that underground shelter and continued the research alone. I am the scientist you read about in the journal, young man.
I don't believe you.
You want proof? You saw in my old labs the remains of a machine that I acquired in Mexico many years ago, right?
Well, yes.
That technology is an actual miracle. It can keep an arbitrary cell alive almost indefinitely.
No, that's just impossible. How could you...
Know all this if I were lying? You can keep thinking about it when we leave. Now that you have even managed to open my safe, I used my original notes from the journal to finish my work. In other circumstances, I would actually thank you. Pity we have to part now. Farewell.
I've been waiting for you to wake up before I leave. We have some unfinished business, remember?
Well, I did what I had to do. I didn't have a choice.
True enough. Too bad you almost got me killed. Anyway, that doesn't matter now. The situation has turned around quite a bit, don't you think? My father is very old and rather sentimental. He preferred you to stay alive. But now, he isn't here. And I have different plans. You understand? And I won't let you stand in our way again!
It doesn't seem I have much choice now either.
Smart. Can you see that gas bottle over there, on the table? When I'm finished with you, its effects will get to you, as well as all the details in that head of yours. Quite a virtuous idea, don't you think?
I can certainly see it makes you delighted. Is it your first, then?
You'd better keep your mouth shut. But since I've had no remorse before my father, I'll give you one more chance.
What? Am I supposed to kill myself before it tears me apart?
Oh, come on. Try again with a little fantasy, my friend. You've still got one hand free. What a pity I must leave now. This is certainly going to be a great show. So, have a nice day.
Wait a minute!
Farewell.
I have to get rid of them somehow. Damn it! I can't seem to be able to do it this way. Everything's going to blow up before I can possibly open the lock. I can't reach it. I need to get rid of those handcuffs. It leads somewhere to the ceiling. I have to get rid of them somehow. Time is on my side for a while now. I'll try to unlock the cuffs. That was close. I barely escaped. But it isn't my life that's in danger now. I must warn the professor before they get to him.